Stay a while and listen.
Good afternoon, my Diablo 2 brethren. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at some Karma gameplay, see if RNGesus would give us a little bit of good fortune. I try to be a good player in game, helping people as much and as often as possible, and usually the gods bestow upon me some sort of reward. I'm not going to expect anything. If I get something, great. I'm currently sitting at just over 93.5 for Darth Skelly's here. It's at about 93.6 or so. I'm going to run some Terror Zone Baal runs, host those for some folks, and run him until he's 94. Then we'll pop in, do a little bit of Magic Find, see if we're repaid for our generosity. If not, no big deal. But anyways, strap in and we'll show you what we come up with. All right. We finished 25 Baal runs in just under an hour and a half. I tell you, being the Good Samaritan of Diablo 2 is mentally taxing, and it is a thankless job. Somebody's got to do it, though, right? Um, so I asked early on for anybody to just give me battle orders so I could teleport through, and nobody was doing it. It was super frustrating. It's like we had two or three barbarians in the run at any given time, could have doubled my health, and here I am teleporting through trash mobs and getting dumped into to hit recovery and all this stuff, and it's like taking on all this risk for basically no reward for myself. Finally, I ended up getting my cult arms out of my box and mapping my skill and just doing the one health buff. Probably should have had it on anyways, but I don't really have the controller mapping for it. There's no space for it. But frustrating that nobody was willing to pitch in on that front. When I first started, in the first couple of runs, there was a person in there bitching that I was only a level 93 and not a 94, so they were upset that it was TZ 95 and not TZ 96. And I'm like, dude, I'm doing this for free. Come on. I didn't say that because I'm nice and all, but seriously, it's like I'm running this in the middle of the morning when no one else is running, giving free teleport bail runs, and you gotta complain about that. Whatever. And then on more than one occasion, people would load up the game. They wouldn't get off the starting spot, the spawning spot in Act 5. So I'm sitting there trying to just get out of there, and I can't because everyone's circled around me. On the final run, number 25, literally they just sit there. And I put in all caps to move, and nobody moves. And then it's like, what are we doing here? And then I lashed out at them. Thank God it was the last run. And wouldn't you know it, out of everybody in there. Usually when you host these runs like this, especially for a long time, like over an hour, people are very appreciative. Not a single thanks. Not a single one. When I said this was the last run and I gave them notice that it was going to be the last run, nobody thanked me. Not a single one. When I look back on it, you know what it was? Every single one of them was higher level than me. So, not saying you're an a-hole, but there must have been a bunch of a-holes in there because usually people are a lot more appreciative. But I digress. Anyways, maybe fortune will smile upon me now. So, that's what we're going to do. We'll do a couple of quick, I guess, cycles through my Magic Find routine. Play a couple of those terror levels and see what I can get. And see if it was all worth it. Or if it's just Alder's Deception. It's actually the first time I've ever found Alder's armor. Sweet. Didn't know two of the same item could drop, but that's kind of cool. Not that I want it, but this is like the fourth Reapers that I've found in the last 3 weeks. Don't even have any place to put them. Even have one in my box already too. All right, where do we stand now? I did 2 full cycles of the entire terrorized 22 days of terror. I'm literally out of space in my boxes. I can't do any more magic finding. Um, as far as what I found, nothing earth shattering. See, literally, I had to put stuff on the ground because I didn't have any room anymore. Um, nothing earth shattering, but I found yet another Reaper's Toll. A The only rune I found was an Om rune. I found like 3 or 4 Om runes. I found a few Grand Charms that I'll end up re-rolling. Um, One of the most interesting ones is this Alder's Deception. I've never found this before. I actually have the rest of the set on one of my druids, so this is kind of a fun find. I'm going to load that up and do a full Alder set for the moment, but I'll ultimately probably just trade that one off as the full set or give it to someone who might want it. And then I found Valkyrie Wing. Um, so kind of a cool helmet there. Otherwise, nothing great. No skillers, no decent small charms, no good grand charms, no good rings, no nothing. We'll see what this last grand charm is. Nothing, just attack rating. So I'll keep that too, just because it's a level 96 charm. Yeah, otherwise, as far as RNGesus goes, not the greatest run of things, but still had fun. And turn some of these gems into perfect gems, do some re-rolling of my charms, upgrade my runes, and then keep on going. I'm 1 rune away from making another, what do you call it, Hoto, so I just need my full rune, which, believe it or not, I can't find, so I'll probably just do like 1 or 2 Countess runs to actually get the last few runes for that, but, um, anyways, that was the results of my karma runs, so not the best karma, but certainly not the worst. I didn't die. I didn't lose anything. I didn't lose any money. I didn't break any rune words. So overall, it's a pretty fair trade-off. So hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you again next time. And Taro Dune, and hail to you, champion. Bye bye.